Ah! Whoa. Oh, hey. Before I freeze to death, let me show you a chilling overhaul to this mod of ours. Thanks to the hard work of the Rose and Yapata, Winswept is not only with a fresh coat of paint, but also filled to the brim with new content. So let's not wait any further, and let's Winsweep right into it. Hey, wait, no!
I am but a few seconds in this dimension, and I've already taken control of it. Let the showcase begin. This wonderful mod expands Minecraft with 6 new biomes. Chestnut Forests, which are forests populated with chestnut trees and these mossy boulders. Chestnut wood can be crafted into your regular wood set with a nice chestnutty colour, while the leaves drop edible chestnuts. These can be roasted to get an even more nutritional value. Rabbits with a chestnut coat also can be found here. And even better, this biome has a snowy variant. Vibrant colours are a rare sight in these frigid lands. However, with the Tundra, this immediately changes. The mix of snow, glacial and dry moss add a much needed twist into the vanilla's monotony of forest. And, not forest. In the fields of the Tundra, you can also find some lupin, which yields purple dye, moss campion, which yields magenta dye, berry bushes, and the sprouts, of which there is a glacial and dry variant. They also have their regular variants, which you can find cluttering in lush caves. Large objects dotting the landscapes are fallen logs, holly bushes, and more boulders, which at this time dry. Animals you can find are wolves, goats, llamas, polar bears, and rabbits. But if you're really fancy, there's also yaks and reindeers if you're playing with environmental features on. The pine barrens are... Wait, what? I thought you'd freeze to death.
You fool! I am not about to die in some minor avalanche. I was smart enough to use a straw.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Be banished, demon. The Pine Barren. As I said in this video of ours, some losing parts of our biome build will be going to this mod.
And in fact, to show you that we mean it, one feature is already being added into our mod Windswept, the Pine Forests. And they're definitely not without their new features. Thanks Yappa and Rose. I'll definitely show them more in a future Windswept showcase video.
When Rose and Yapata saw the sandstone hills loose, they decided to adopt them. How nice of them. So here we have the pine wood, which has multiple layers of bark that have different colors. You can also find pine cones hanging from trees. These can be stacked up to 4, and with them you can craft a new light source, the fairy lights. As pine cones, these can also be stacked up to 4 and increase their luminance with their numbers. It's kinda like a walled version of candles. There is a version per torch. They can be smelted into brown dye. 9 pine cones can be made into a pine cone block, which has some very harmonic properties. You can carve them with shears. Carved pine cone blocks will whistle if clicked on, or randomly with a whiff of the wind. If you place a base of pine cone blocks underneath, its note will be lower. It is handled with random ticks, so if you turn that game rule up, funny things happen. And if you add the mysterious flower of nightshade inside it, it will become haunted. Also, you can make 3 decorative pieces. the feather wing, crafted like so, the feather ornament, crafted like so, and the dream catcher, crafted like so. Landscape-wise, it has some dry moss patches, some boulders, berries, and a bunch of flowers. Most notable mobs are the sheep, which have some unique colors just to this biome, and these guys. This biome also has a snowy variant, Lavender Meadows. These appear high up around mountains. This is roughly the layout of the biomes you can find. These are rolling hills covered in vibrant purple of lavender, dotted with birch trees. Lavender has a variety of uses. With wheat and sugar, you can make some delicious sconces. Cupid's arrow, which fills the world with love and joy and forces animals to mate viciously. Lavender crown, which if worn, gives players fragrance, which makes you so attractive, no being can resist you, and just can't help but follow you around. Lavender thatch, which comes with a slab and stairs, to really make your buildings pop out. A lavender bale, which is basically like a storage block for lavender. This biome also has some nice residents. The sheep have once again taken the color of their surroundings. Oh god, they're gonna kill me! As you may have noticed, I haven't mentioned all the new flowers the forests are filled with. So... foxgloves for pink dye, which is found in forests. Bluebells for blue dye, which is found in forests. Snowdrops for a light grey dye, which is the only flower that grows on snow. Muscampion and lupine, mentioned before. A whole new roster of roses, which for no particular reason have found its way into this mod. These have 4 different variants and can be found clumped together in a kind of a bush. You can find a 2-block bush variant or regular single roses. And the last is the very rare and mystical nightshade. These can be found under trees and crafted into light blue dye. But unlike other flowers, it has real uses. You can craft a will-o-wisp, brew night vision potions, and together with icicles, craft the ice lantern, which prevents nearby ice and snow from melting. Speaking of icicles, these can be found around in the world in cold biomes, either on the ground or on the ceilings. They hurt when you jump on them, and can be made into a pillar-like block. These can be made into a chiseled variant, bars, door, and trapdoor. It can also be made into popsicles. Old growth pine taiga has been given a complete overhaul, and now actually features pine trees. Holly, a smaller tree often found in spruce forests or as a bush in pine barrens and tundra. It has a very unique ash wood set and the nice leaves, which are great for garden decorations, but be careful, they stink pretty hard if you touch them while moving, and not just while standing on them, but also on the sides. You can make pretty fun maze minigames with these. Aw, It was a straw man. It can be quite challenging to navigate spruce forest, so I'd suggest you pack some shears or a hook. These sleeves drop hollyberries when mined without shears. Hollyberries are not really fit to eat right as you find them due to their poison, but they can be used in few recipes, like making Christmas pudding. These can be placed down as a cake or even lit up to create the authentic British experience. Okay, I can't do this. I wanted to do a British accent for this thing, but I am incapable of it. I tried like 10 times to do it. I cannot. Just imagine that I did the British accent here and that it was funny. Write in the comments, this part was funny. And I imitated the British accent perfectly. Okay, back to the video. With the brewing stand, you can turn awkward potions into potions of prickling, which are like Thorns enchantment, but as an effect. They can be attached on fishing rods. I wonder why. I wonder what this could be for. That's a weird feature. I wonder what this is for. Dry moss that someone mentioned earlier can be put on stone bricks and cobblestone. If you ever want to build some nice ruins in colder climates. And I was in Ireland, I can tell you these were everywhere there. Snow can now sprout sprouts. Yeah, I just wrote that. With Winswept, your desire for cozy comfort meals for the winter months will definitely be satisfied. Adding food both hot and cold, savory or sweet. You get the point. Ginger. Ginger can be found in pine biomes, mostly noticeable by the bright red ginger flowers on top. They can be crafted into red dye. If you mine the ginger soil, or extract with the hoe, you'll get the ginger root. Ginger is a component in aforementioned pudding, together with roasted chestnuts, hollyberries, any egg, wheat, and sugar. With sugar and ginger, you can make some lovely gingerbread cookies. Finally, you can make an ice cream cone. Well, almost. If you combine pine cone, gingerbread root, roasted chestnuts, sugar, and a snowball, you get the ginger snow cone. Which, hey, it is the closest you're gonna get to an ice cream cone in Minecraft. Lastly, you can brew some nice warm ginger tea in the cooking pot from Farmer's Delight. After you roast your chestnuts, if you aren't hungry so much you just can't wait but to eat it, I recommend trying out some of the more complex recipes. With 2 chestnuts, carrot and an onion, you can brew some chestnut soup. And with rice, onion, chestnuts, and some chicken, you can make yourself a chestnut risotto. Pine cones can be crafted into a jam, which on its own regenerates 2 hearts and adds quite a lot of saturation. Jam can be made into a slime-like block. You sink into it, and it slows you down quite a lot, but not just your movement, but also your fall. And yes, since it is a slime-like block, it does the redstone thing you would guess. Wild berries are a less violent relative to sweet berries that can survive in colder biomes. You can put them in basket, put them in ice, put them in bowl, which works for sweet and foul berries too. Make a candy cane and even some nice cookies. That candy cane, by the way, can be turned into a block, so you can create a proper North Pole town. It's September! The berries can also be made into a juice that regenerates health. Lavender can be made into sconces and a lavender tea, which gives you invisibility for 15 seconds. You can make a pie out of mutton. It always bugged me how, despite goats being a livestock animal, they did not drop their meat. I get that Mojang is trying to discourage unnecessary harm to animals, but this just feels like it's excluding cultures of people who rely on meat that wasn't included earlier in the development. Anyways, sorry for rant. Winswept fixes it by adding chevin, the meat that drops from goats. If you manage to find a way to store goats safely, you might just want to learn some recipes to go along with chevin. You can make rolls with lettuce, you can cut them into shanks, goat stew with a potato and a rice. More is planned. I started the list thinking that there was more, but the foods are still in progress. There will be definitely more of them. I will release a video on the foods once this mod officially releases. Many of the food items have storage blocks. You got ginger crate, hollyberry basket, sweetberry basket, wildberry basket, and for vanilla items, brown and red mushroom baskets. Windswept adds 2 new mobs for now, Chilled and Frostbiter. Chilled are a type of zombie that generates in so-called biomes that they are found alongside strays. Chilled's hit can cause you to freeze for a bit. They drop icicles, gold ingots, and frozen flesh, which can be cooked into leather or turned into a block. You can turn normal zombies into chilled by letting them perish in powder snow.
Am I glad he's frozen in there and that we're out here?
If you have caverns and chasms installed, they can spawn wearing silver armor, though most often they just wear leather pieces or snow boots. They can spawn holding candy canes and silver tools. Now to the creature that you may have seen moving in our last teaser of this update. The Frostbiter, a creature of myth and legend roaming in the coldest of places. It can be found in small herds. If you attack one, the whole herd will go after you. They freeze you with every bite. How shocking from a Frostbiter, I know. And they are unfinished in this version. So I will not tell you much more, because it all can change, but what I know will not change is this. Frostbiters shed their antlers from time to time. Don't be sorry for them, they regrow. These feel cold to the touch and may have some frosting power tied to them. You can craft them into frost arrows, which will leave a trail of snow behind in the air and freeze the target for a short time. If you collect 4 of them, you can craft a trophy, which is great for any type of cottage or a hunting cabin. Plus, you don't have to feel bad because you didn't hurt any animals when you gathered them. I hope they are a part of the recipe for lavender crowns. If you combine it with some bones, you'll get the antler helmet. Besides looking ominous as fuck, this helmet makes your attacks stronger if done while sprinting. And if you like some more decorations, it can be crafted into 3 different wreaths, which you can hang around in your home. The pine wreath, the pinecone wreath, and the holly wreath. By the way, isn't it fucked up that wreath is spelled that way? I think it is. I thought it was spelled wreath, not wreath. Anyway, lastly, it can be brewed into a potion of frost resistance. Joining andesite, diorite, granite, tuff, and other is now shale. It is a rock found in colder regions and is unique for its vibrant blue color. And if you're wondering, it is a different kind of blue than glans. And I'd even say it is complementary. You can polish it, craft all the usual things you'd craft out of it, but unlike other types of stone, you can combine it with some icicles to get it frosted. Also, if you can't find any in the world, you can just make them by combining cobblestone with blue ice. Chiseled one has stray on them. I know these have already been mentioned, here is the overview of all the new wood types side by side. Ice has also a bunch of new faces. Packed ice and blue ice can now be turned into bricks, and all that comes with them. With the combo of icicle decorative blocks and the ice sheets, you can now make your dream ice castle. I am obliged by law to not reference the movie. Unfortunately, it is illegal to do that. The chiseled variants show chill and snow golem. Snow has bricks now. Gingerbread cookies can be made into blocks. These blocks can be turned into bricks or glazed with some sugar. These glazed blocks have unique models, so they're always white on top. Winswept has a bunch of features that aren't easy to categorize, so let's just go through them in this section. Snow boots. Crafted with leather and iron, or silver if you have mod that adds silver, these can make you go faster on snow as well as allowing you to step on powder snow safely. Wooden bucket. Ever wanted to move water or snow at an earlier point during the gameplay? Or move large quantities of water without wanting to use tons of iron on buckets you won't need later? Well, wooden buckets are just for you. Crafted with 3 logs, you can pick up water, snow, and milk with them. These do wear down over time, unlike the iron buckets though, and will break if used too many times. Abandoned igloos have been given a slight overhaul, with snow bricks replacing normal snow. Also, their loot table is updated with the chance of getting the enchanted book with the curse of slipping. This curse can be put on boots and will make you slip on every surface. Yippee! The music discs. Windswept adds 3 new music discs: Bumblebee, Rain, and Snow, all by the main dev, Road. Rain can be gotten by skeleton killing a drowned, Snow can be gotten by skeleton killing a chilled, and Bumblebee can be gotten rarely by shearing honeycombs from a beehive. Here is a sample of each of them so you get an idea of how they sound. banner patterns. Windswept adds 3 special banner patterns. These can be crafted like the other ones, which means some item plus paper. These are the snow golem pattern, which is crafted with gold carrot and looks like this. Snow charge, which is crafted with powder snow and looks like this. And the rose flower, which is crafted with any type of rose and looks like this. Changes in snowy villages. Villages in snowy biomes now have changed their wood type to differentiate them from those in taiga. These are now made with chestnut wood. Here is how they look now. And that's it for this showcase. I think this might be my longest one yet. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in playing this mod, check out our Discord server or our Patreon to become a beta tester, or just wait until it's released. There are still some bugs for us to solve, and we're still not quite happy with the Frostbiter AI, so those will probably be the thing we'll focus on. Also, I've gotta give a massive thanks to Rose, Yapata, and Winsweep. They helped a ton with this video. Thank you all so much. Anyway, like and subscribe for more content like this. Bye. Wait. No, one more thing. Hello, Outro Biome here once again. This one will be short. I won't read the names this time. I will do it only sometimes, and this is not the time. But Patreon supporters get to enjoy this Windswept update for now. So enjoy that, I guess. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my longest video narrating. I don't count the Galena live, but our longest video. Yes. See you later with a new video on Probably Organized, yeah. See ya.